Thank you, sir. May I now request the Honorable External Affairs Minister, Dr. S. Jaishankar, to kindly give his remarks.
My ministerial colleague, Shri Mansukh Bhai Mandavia, colleagues on the dais, excellencies, friends. The event we are gathered here to attend and learn from is one where the Ministry of External Affairs has partnered the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare as part of what we consider to be an important global reach out. All over the world, health is a very, very critical issue. And the last 3 years, the years of the pandemic, have given it perhaps an exceptional salience. But it's not just the pandemic which has brought this to the center of the governance challenges in our societies. This was an issue which well preceded that and would continue to pose problems for all of us even as the pandemic recedes. Now, when it comes to health, someone more expressive than me actually defined it in terms of a 3A principle. If something is not affordable, it is then not accessible. And if it is not accessible, it is not available. So there is a direct correlation between cost and usage. We can have situations, in fact we do have situations in many societies where it's not the lack of medicines that is the problem. It is the affordability and accessibility to those medicines, that is. So today's event really focuses on that AAA linkage, that how do we actually address globally the challenge of making medicines available to our people, to all sections of our society on a sustainable basis. Now, because of COVID, today when we look at, when we think about globalization, one of the manifestations of globalization in recent times has been pandemics. But globalization has two sides to it, like so many other things in life. The same interdependence, the same interlinkages can also produce solutions. And we saw even during the pandemic period that different countries were able to step forward with their capacities, with their competitive capacities at times. And it was really by lowering costs, not only by expanding production, that we were able to meet the COVID challenge in the manner in which the world did. So we are here today to highlight the fact that for every country today, health costs is very, very central to the quality of governance. For developing countries, it is also something which is very central to their progress, to their prosperity. And again, as I said, even among developed countries, given the income disparity, you look even at a society like the US, which is shifting much more in the direction of generics, that the global debate on how to make health access more affordable, that is really what has brought us here together. Now, where India is concerned, since you all live here, you can see this is very much a society in the midst of transformation. every day, every week, every month, something is happening in some socio-economic front. And our effort has been to naturally absorb and reflect on our own experiences, but also share them with the international community. Now, I am very cognizant of the fact that very often our experiences may be unique to us on scale, unique to us in the nature by which, how we have addressed it. But I do believe that, in this world, there is a learning that we can have from each other through an exchange of experiences. That is very much what we are hoping to promote during our G20 presidency as well. And certainly when we undertook the Voice of Global South consultations, the focus on, what are the diverse needs of the world, what are the priorities, how do we find a common denominator, how do we put it across and prioritize it in the global agenda. Those were really the factors which guided the Voice of Global South exercise. So do consider this as another facet of that thinking. I think, as my colleague, the Health Minister, brought out, we have the example of experience that what we are here to talk about is not just something which is a good idea or even something which has been done. It has actually today taken root in the society in a very, very massive way, and we can see its impact. I mean, as people in the field of politics who are public representatives, when we travel around in this country, if there are some examples which the average person identifies as a change, as a positive change in the quality of their life, in the ease of their living, this is one of the examples. So we are here today to focus your attention on it, and I would also mention in this regard, already our development partnerships today extend to almost 80 countries across the world in different regions. It is an endeavor, the development partnership, that we constantly want to refresh, to make it more relevant to the needs and priorities of our partners. And we certainly believe that health is one such domain. So I'm extremely pleased today to welcome you all here to join my colleague in this endeavor. And I hope that the interaction that will follow would be useful. From my side, I would like to emphasize is that if there is to be a practical follow-through on our discussions today, if any of you wish to see initiatives which will actually translate onto the ground in your particular countries, it is something which our development partnership side of our ministry, I think Ambassador Prabhat Kumar is there with me on the dais. Satish was there to welcome us. So we certainly hope that today's discussion can also be taken into the DPA, into the Development Partnership Administration domain. So once again, a very, very warm welcome, and I hope we have a very good conversation. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir.